Holy smokes! Whoa, check that out. Babe, 78.
This is day 2 of the fast. I'm currently in the office, and on a day like today when I'm in the office, I would have normally already eaten about 3 meals. I have not had anything calorically all day long, and I really don't feel that much out of my normal self. I would say that I can feel the fact that my blood sugar is slowly kind of coming down as, cognitively, maybe I'm relatively sharp, but I'm feeling like my body's kind of slowing down. Whereas, when I'm eating a lot of carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vegetables, and all of that, I do feel like I'm possibly a bit more energized. But right now, I think it's maybe just the fact that I've never not eaten ever in my life, specifically since I've had this office. And it's just kind of a habit, and the interesting thing is that it's been a habit to eat for as long as I've been eating, which is 33 years, but I'm finding myself doing extra things to break the habit, and I'm actually feeling like I appreciate food more, which is an interesting thought process, but really excited to see how this continues to go into tomorrow. I've been really distracted all day, been doing a lot of work, creating a lot of plans, talking to a lot of clients, and so far I'm okay. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to stretch this out. We are drinking our water. We've had a cup of coffee today. I took my multivitamins, but that's it. And I'll be sure to keep you guys in the loop. I appreciate you. See you in the next clip, which I think will be tonight's blood sugar reading. I'll show you guys the readings as of yesterday. So yesterday I actually checked my blood sugar twice. Four, 3, 2, 1. Alright, interesting. I'm at 91 this morning. Alright, you guys can see right there. Hopefully you can see it, 91. So what I'm going to do really quick is just kind of, let me go grab something from my finger. I'm back. So as you guys can see there, we are at 91 so far. Fasted. I've basically taken my morning fasted blood sugar from 106 down to 91. Obviously there's not really anything inside of my body besides the fact that I am trying to prioritize hydration. I'm drinking plenty of water. I'm still finding ways to get in sodium, electrolytes, multivitamins. So far, I feel pretty good. A bit little lethargic, yes, but cognitively I'm pretty clear. Or any of you guys kind of possibly think that I'm doing this for body composition reasons, farthest from the truth. I am not doing this for any reason that is correlated to body composition at all, because I know that fasting is not a successful way to lose body fat. I'm doing it more from an internal perspective. I just wanted to experience it. I wanted to see how it felt. I wanted to remember what it was like to actually feel hungry. And I just sat there. And what I did was I just kind of allowed myself to be in the moment and sit there and understand, hey, I'm hungry. Let me just go ahead and fight through this. Now, my thinking process behind that is essentially because next year I plan on doing a fat loss phase, and I potentially plan on competing as well. Either way, I'm likely going to go into a fat loss phase and get pretty darn lean. And I really don't know what it feels like to be hungry anymore. I've eaten about 4 meals a day, potentially sometimes 5 meals a day, 4 meals with a shake, whatever, what have you. Either way, I've been very consistent with that eating pattern for a while now. And I really haven't been hungry. So to kind of test myself out, I'm just going on this 3-day fast, and basically I'm just going to see how I feel after doing it for 3 days. How I feel right now, I woke up this morning pretty energized, to be quite honest with you, which I did not expect, because I expected to be very tired. But at the same time, I realized, hey, I'm not. And I literally had 0 calories all day yesterday. Granted, I do feel a little bit smaller already, and I kind of think it's just due to the fact that I do have a pretty inefficient metabolic rate, and I burn through glucose pretty darn fast. And I also want to mention that I'm not resistance training. I'm not doing anything strenuous on my body for the 3 days I'm fasting. I think that if I was to try to go in and do a workout, it would just be it would probably not go as well as I want. And then to mention on the back end of that, if I'm going into the gym trying to create a bunch of damage to my tissues, I don't have any nutrients available to repair those tissues. So tonight at 10, it will be 48 hours I would have fasted for. Okay, so just so you guys are aware of that. So that's it. This is the update for morning 2. My fasted blood sugar 91, expecting to be in the 80s by this morning. I might even take a walk this afternoon just to get a little bit more glucose out, but overall I'm super happy about how things are going so far. And to be fair, I did not expect to feel this good after not eating anything for a day and a half. So thank you guys. I'll see you in the next clip. All right guys, here we are. It's day 2. It's 4:11 in the PM. I just wrapped up doing like 6 or 7 client calls, and I'm fatigued. I'm tired. I will say that it's normal for me to be fatigued and tired when I do wrap up those calls, just because for me, talking a lot actually has always historically drained my energy. But I will say that I am hungry right now, and I am tired. But we're on day 2. We've been at this for about 40 hours now. Yeah, I know 48 will be tonight at 10. So we've been at this for 42 hours now. Heating up some water right now. We're gonna have a couple things of green tea and wrap up some plan work, some email work, and then we're going into day 3 tomorrow. So I'll be checking my blood sugar right over there before I leave the office tonight, so you guys can see that. Just because I would like to do like the update, like kind of like the live readings. What time is it, babe?
6:42.
6:42 in the PM. That means we're on hour 40. Would that be hour 45? So yeah, about hour 45 of the fast. So we're gonna go ahead and check everything. I'm really hopeful that I'll be in the 80s. If I'm not, it could actually be due to the fact that I've had some stress accumulation today due to work. And increased levels in stress actually cause insulin resistance. So highly stressed individuals can be insulin resistant just from stress, not even from nutrition. We did like 7 phone calls today, created like 5 programs, answered probably 30-40 emails, did a bunch of Instagram stories. Holy smokes! Whoa, check that out. Babe, 78. I knew it was coming down because I could feel it. But like now I'm like determined. Now I'm determined. So we're day 2, like day 1 was the hardest one. Day 2, I mean, just because I was so active in the office and I was doing so many things that demanded so much of my brain. Obviously, I expended a lot of energy just utilizing my brain today. For those of you who aren't aware, glucose utilization by your brain obviously is the preferred fuel source. The same way that your preferred fuel source when we're talking about anaerobic activity is by glucose as well. So the trend has basically gone from a 106 fasted to a 90, I think a 93 down to a 91, and then seemingly I bypassed the 80s and I'm at 78 now. And it's been about 45 hours so far I've been fasting. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I'm on my way out of the office now because obviously it's getting pretty late. But I'll see you guys first thing in the morning. We're gonna check it again. And if all goes according to plan, I mean, we should be consistently in the 70s, which this is the lowest blood sugar rating I have ever had documented in my entire life. even when I was doing like a ketogenic diet, things like that, I couldn't seem to get under, I think 83 was the lowest I got, but that's a 78. That's a huge win. I'll see you guys in the morning.